2 o'clock.
From state to state, country to country, and across the triple W's, we bring you up to date with the latest happenings. Magic 102.9 ABBA, transforming lives through the airwaves.
Magic 102.9
News. All news now. Who knows what's next, but we'll be there.
Good afternoon, welcome to Abia 2 on Magic 102.9 FM. I am Ruth Ohams. Thanks for joining us. The presidential candidate of the main opposition, People's Democratic Party PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has rescheduled his visit to Abia for presidential rally. According to a release by his Presidential Campaign Council, the rally earlier scheduled for Tuesday, 10th January, has now been moved forward to Monday, 9th January. The release signed by the Director, Media and Publicity, Atiku Kowa Presidential Council, Abia State Chief Kingsley Megwara, did not give reasons for the change in date, but simply apologized for any inconveniences it might have caused Atiku's supporters and party faithful. However, there is no change in the venue of the rally, which remains Umuahia Township Stadium, while time is 9 a.m. Although Governor Kezi Bazu did not attend the inauguration of the Abia chapter of the Atiku Okowa Presidential Campaign Council, members of the PCC have vowed to push ahead with the campaign despite the Governors Association with Governor Nyesom Wike-led G5 that has refused to identify with Atiku's campaigns. Director General of the Atiku Okowa Presidential Campaign Council, Chief Charles Obunaya, promised to deliver Abia to Atiku at the poll. He has maintained that Abia remains a PDP stronghold and will deliver all PDP candidates at the forthcoming elections. The Speaker of Abia State House of Assembly and the PDP flag bearer for Ikuano Umuahia Federal Constituency at the 2023 general elections, Right Honorable Chinedum Enyinaya Orji, has received another huge endorsement from the people of Okulaga Afaruku. The endorsement came at the final match of the Kuku Unity Cup Okulaga 2022, sponsored by the chairman of Ohobo Okulaga Afaruku Community, Chief Charles Ofo. Speaking at the event, Chief Ofo extolled the virtues of Right Honorable Chinedum Enyinaya Orji, whom he described as a compassionate, considerate and caring leader who single-handedly provided, installed and energized power transformers for several communities across the Ikuano Umuahia Federal Constituency, including Umizu Okulaga. While appreciating the Speaker for his presence at the final of the football tournament, the Ohobo Community Chairman said it was a reflection of the Speaker's love for the youths in particular and the people in general, declaring that the entire Okulaga community has resolved to adopt him as the sole candidate for the Ikuano Umuahia Federal Constituency at the 2023 general elections. Also speaking, the Eze of Okulaga community, the Okuwan of Okulaga, His Royal Highness Eze Edi Ibabuchi, expressed delight at the Speaker for his exploits in leadership, which he described as both exemplary and uncommon, and thanked him for his great show of love to the people of his domain. Responding, Honorable Chinedum Enyinaya Orji said he was elated to be in the midst of the people as always, reiterating his commitment to ensure that no community in the constituency is in darkness as a result of transformer issues. There was jubilation on Wednesday by residents of Umuobasi, Amankalo in Ibere, Abia State, after the Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Ojuzo Kalu, completed the construction of the road in the community. The Umuobasi Amankalo Ibere Road, which was in dilapidated condition, was constructed by the former governor of Abia, Senator Kalu, putting an end to years of suffering as residents of the community applauded Senator Kalu for his doggedness in ensuring the speedy completion of the road. An indigene of the community, Emma James, Anyalekwa had in November 2021, during a visit to the Senate Chief Whip, made an appeal for the construction of the road, which had become almost impassable, making life unbearable for locals. Kalu, during the visit, promised to ensure the road was included in the next budget and completed before end of 2023. Speaking with our correspondent, the chairman of Ndi Anyalekwa Ihuezi clan, Mr. Udo Isaac, commended Senator Kalu for coming to their rescue by ensuring that the road is completed. Senator Joseph Kalu, Mr. Isaac revealed that before Senator Kalu's intervention, the road had become a death trap, which made life very difficult for the villagers as motorists and vendors could not reach the community with daily supplies. Senator Carlos said that the zone stands to benefit more if he returns to the National Assembly as his senator, noting that he has gained valuable experience in 4 years to bring more dividends of democracy to the people. Meanwhile, in a bid to ensure food sufficiency in the state, former governor of Abia State and senator representing Abia North Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Ojo Kalu, has distributed bags of fertilizer and spraying machines to farmers in his constituency. Speaking at the distribution ceremony on Wednesday, Kalu, who is the chief whip of the Senate, said the gesture was to support the farmers to enhance maximum yield this farming season. He urged the beneficiaries to make good use of the items in order to increase their yield and boost food security in the zone and Nigeria at large. Chief Kalu, a beneficiary from Ben, the local government area, appreciated Senator Kalu for his consistency in supporting Abia North farmers. Deputy Chief Whip of the House of Representatives Nkiru Georgia has promised to establish a primary health care center for Isochi, Isukwato local government of Abia State. The lawmaker also pledged to support the community with solar power lights. She made the pledges when leaders of northern residents in Isochi and Isukwato local government area of Abia State, including cattle dealers in the state, backed her return to the House. Leaders of the delegation who were received by Georgia at her country home in Isoch stated their decision to support the lawmaker was informed by her records as one of the best representatives in the country today. Alhaji Saleh Al-Gari, who led the delegation, said there was no better time than now to come and show solidarity to you that you have our support next month for your election. Onyejocha urged them to continue to be peaceful and law-abiding citizens and always exhibit the spirit of love and religious tolerance. And that was Abia 2. I am Ruth Ohams. Thanks for sharing your time with us and do have a wonderful afternoon.
We are power this place. They are the kings of air. Well, I can see the air. This terror power. On Magic 102.9.
This is the Magic Station. Some people call us
Unforgettable button on your radio.
You can call us
New Magic
102.9
FM. The Buzz. Only station that really rocks.
Launch.
There's somebody. There's somebody. There's somebody. When I go, we know till we make it. There's somebody. There's somebody. When I go, we know till we make it. It's our home. It's our pride. It's our content. It's our lives. It's our home. It's our pride. It's our content. Africa. There's some mess.
crowd controller.
Any man when no get money, na take away.
Too sweet, I bet. Money too sweet, I bet. Money too sweet, I bet. Party done day, girls done day. Fine girls, Ariana Grande. Me a done to do, me a done crazy. Nessie Akman, me a done day. Party done day, me a done day. Anywhere the money dinner there one day. Come on, fine by me a one day. Come on, fine by me a one day. No time. Ready now, no. Nobody, shallow body, full of body. Nobody, shallow body, full of body. Nobody, shallow body.
See finish it. You need to make more money. To avoid see finish it. You need to make more money. Oh, now me work for my money. Allow me to enjoy my money. Now me work for my money. Allow me to enjoy my money. Why? Oh, yeah, money make money can get up. Money make money can stand up. Money make money can get up. Money make money can stand up. Wait, say, you know, this broke your number, not they go. When you broke your number, not they go. Try it. Not the problem, not the finish. Try it. Nobody. Shallow body. Shallow body.
It's the time of the year. Come, let's chill together. Pop Chivita, make we jolly. Yeah. All over Nigeria, anywhere you there. Share Chivita with your family and friends. Enjoy this Christmas. Let's celebrate. It's Chivita. Ooh, yeah.
Everyone has a Chivita this season. What's your Chivita?
This is the kind of music we play, and your eardrums really love.
Today's hit music. Magic 102.9 ABBA.
You're in the mix with
Magic 102.9 ABBA. From state to state, country to country, and across the triple W's. We bring you up to date with the latest happenings. Magic 102.9 ABBA. Transforming lives through the airwaves.
Stop standing there. We play the songs that you grew up with. Let's go. Hits from late 90s and early 2000s. More music variety.
102.9 and the buzz.
Now it's the start of another round. More music. Variety coming up next.
Magic 102.9.
Questions. Onale puto te pai, 21 questions. Onale puto te pai, 21 questions. Onale puto te pai.
Yeah, I've got just one question, not for you, not 21 questions like CK. Focalistic and Davido Abidoza. What are we? Now, I've got just one question to ask you. Why is everyone buying from Nigeria? That's one question I want to ask you. Because I'm seeing news here, hey, the celebrity is, celebrating being a Canadian citizen, this one an American citizen, this one, what's going on? And Zico, Zik Saloma, the comedian, the pregnant woman who never puts to bed her baby. Zik Saloma, sorry. He actually has come up to give his 50 cents on this particular, trend of people, jackpotting every day. Jackpot, whichever one you want to call or mention. However you want to say it. The thing is, porting from one place to the other. Efan actually was like, hey, Zik Saloma, I mean, what do you have to say? If you are offered like some amount of money and given an option to stay back in Nigeria, like you're given like say 100 million naira, and you are given an opportunity to become a citizen, or given papers to be a citizen in another country, say United States, say Canada, say UK, which one would you pick? Okay, let me increase the money. Say 500 million naira. Is it okay? Yeah. But actually, that was not how the fan put it. But the fan was like, if you're given like a huge amount of money and, live in the country, so which one would you take? So that's the question. I don't have 21 questions to ask you. I have just one question, and that is my one question this afternoon. Okay. So I want to know from you, between the two, which are you going to be choosing? Like, stay here, maybe use the money to, develop yourself, start a business, invest in the business, grow your business, you understand? Marry in case you're not married. If you're married, take care of your kids, and you are given papers like this is your visa. You'll be given a resident permit, like you are now a citizen of the country. Which one would you take? Would you go for the millions of naira, or would you go for citizenship? But Zik Saloma says that he actually is patriotic. He's a patriotic Nigerian because he can't consider himself being a second-class citizen in another man's country. That is not something he admires. Okay, so he's actually saying that calm down. I know you want to jump, but calm down. On his social media pages, he disclosed that he feels a bit strange when people congratulate others about their relocation. So in case you want to tell me the one you're choosing, the numbers to call are 009-555-1029, 009-666-1029, and 09076771029. Which one will you be doing? Japa to another country or take millions of naira? Okay, which one? Hello, good afternoon. I didn't get that. Okay, what if we make it 500 million naira? What if 500?
Everything is costly. The money is of no use. I
want to jump. Okay. You want? Oh my God. People are not smiling. He says, no matter the amount you give to me, I will not remain here. I want to jump. I want to leave. I want to go. I want to just leave this place. Hey, but then if you leave, who is going to build our nation with us? Who is going to build this nation for you? If everybody should travel, who is going to build Nigeria for us? Who's going to make Nigeria a great land once again? Who is going to make this nation a great nation again? Have you ever thought about that? If you and I just, run away like we just, leave this country and we run away from Nigeria, who is going to build this nation? Have you ever thought about that? Anyways, tell me, if you were given some huge amount of money, naira, like millions, of naira, and you were asked to stay back, develop your place and all that, and you were given, let's say you were promised citizenship, you are given an opportunity to leave the country. Which would you prefer? This is going by what Zik Saloma has actually said that he doesn't even feel. He's not moved by people relocating because He says being a second-class citizen in another man's country is not something he admires at all. And he says he feels so sad about the ongoing mass relocation. Every day by day, day after day, people are traveling from Nigeria. As I'm talking to you, 3 of my friends, they've all left Nigeria. I mean, you guys are leaving only me here. Come on. But anyways, we'll survive. We'll move. All right, so Alex Akubo has been on the news, not for good reasons. Even before now, there have been speculations that Alex Akube may be, a man who is attracted to men, or he is attracted to the same gender. And this was actually made worse by his fiancée, his ex-fiancée. Now, the girl wrote an apology letter, and she deleted when Alex Akubo says, "God help us all." Apology appreciated. Now, the sister of Alex Akubo's sister says is a liar. Fancy actually, they went to the other room. That's Alex and Fancy. They reconciled and they went to the other room. So there's no way Alex could be gay. But then Fancy is coming out and spilling more and more things about Alex Akubo. See, Fancy, Alex is my brother. Please, that boy minds himself on social media. I don't know why you're doing this to him. If you don't want to marry someone, don't marry the person. Live in peace. I mean, I don't understand when someone you were the one who called off the engagement, and you are still the one who wrote the apology letter. Now, still saying you're coming out, you're saying lots of things. But anyways, let me tell you what she said. Fancy said Alex asked her to sleep with other men. Yeah. She opened up on why she ended her 5-year relationship with him, and she said that she had so many reasons why she broke up with him, and she said he's so authoritative, he's a narcissist. The charming personality he shows to everyone was not he was to me. Behind the smiles of our happy photos, he was always lying, cheating, and gaslighting me. The day after we got engaged, it became worse. He then became more controlling, verbally abusive. We argued so much, and it was close to, becoming physical. I was scared of his rage. I told my sister and documented for record's sake in case anything happened. But the major red flag that he made me devastated was that he told me he won't sleep with me, but I should go and sleep with other men. Imagine telling that to your fiancé that has kept herself for you for 5 years. At that moment, I realized he didn't truly love me. It started going downhill from there. But then I want to ask for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You never knew all these things. You never knew that, he was always asking you to go. So you're trying to tell us that during those 5 years, nothing intimate happened. You want to tell us that during those 5 years that there was nothing between you and Alex Akubo. You were always sleeping outside there. You were always cheating on him, and yet accusing him of cheating on you. So some things are not added up to me. If you ask me, some things are not adding up. Anyway, this is Ameno. I'm on piano. Room is right there. Someone is calling me. You want to tell me if you want to jabba? Okay, let me get this call, but then I'll play the music after now. Hello, good afternoon.
See why I don't like to bring my family some.
Okay.
So why must you come?
What must I do? You get that's my anger too.
Just come out now to say, you yourself, are you not in cheating?
It baffles me because we don't really know what's going on.
That is why most of the times,
yeah.
Not everything I see on social media I always believe. I don't believe. Sometimes it just sense. So it's good somebody to go out from social media. How can somebody, you're not telling us, somebody who wants to marry you after 5 years, he say he wants you to sleeping with men after 5 years, he not tell you this. Sometimes people always want to trend.
I don't know, but Alex has not said anything, so we're still waiting. But then there's something that is baffling. A gay man who resides in Lagos says that Alex is in their community. In fact, that he would give the name of his ex. So I don't know what's happening, but Alex is looking unperturbed. You're still waiting for Alex to say something about this.
Just wait now, 2 days time. 2 days time, you will see.
Yeah, but we should leave my Alex alone. No, I like that guy, please. Okay.
See, happens at times is people want to destroy people because
they tarnish their image.
They will come out to say all manner of things. They always say this. That is why I hate social media. Is very good though. But it's very good. But the person when they go there, if you are going there, and they know they carry your family matter, they go there. Don't they carry another thing where you see go there. You never see anything. 1 year you don't see, 2 you don't see.
Like, you understand, and you were keeping yourself for him for 5 years. Anyways, what's my business? That's celebrities. I'm not a celeb. I'm a celebrity. I'm not that kind of celebrity, like washing my dirty linens in public and I can't do that. And Meno, I'm a piano remix by Goya Meno and Neptunes. Yeah, you want a bam bam, right? You want to chill with the big boys, and now they have left you.
Let me tell them how the thing goes. How the thing goes. Okay. Chevy make a tamua. Say my kina go join God. You want to bamba? You want to G with the big boys? Now you the wrong, kitty, you the wrong, get a drink with a chop cup. Hey, so you see how the thing goes? Oh, you're telling me who planned you? And who? All right, take it easy, and let's listen behind the waist. Okay.
the fear face. Yeah, you know the fear face. Kick them back to back to back, back to back to back. Yeah, you know the fear face. Yeah, you know the fear face. Oh shit! Now we run this town. Now we run this town. From mainland to island, up to uptown. Now we run this town. Now we run this town. I'm a continental icon. Yeah. You know the fear face. Yeah, you know the fear face. You know the fear face. Yeah, you know the fear face. Yeah, you chop craze. Anywhere you see us, your face. Now we run now, run now. Now we run now, run now. Yeah, you chop craze. Anywhere you see us, your face. Now we run now, run now. Now we run now, run now. Now we run this town. Now we run this town. Fuck with the best, fuck with the best. Now we run this town. Fuck with the best right now. Now we run this town. That cruise right now. Now we run this town. Don't follow me right now. Now we run this town. Don't be shy.
Yeah, rock with the best, Shay, Tommy Shanks and Neptunes. I think I should become a hype for my voice, like I used to be your clouds every Friday, and I'll be coming to high fire. How about that? Anyway, enjoy it. Thank God it's Friday. You know, we keep it up tempo. Kiss Daniel is about to drop a new single, Reach Till I Die. Yeah. Okay, he has released a music video. Sorry. He released a music video for his first single of 2023, and that is Reach Till I Die, ROTID. Wow, that's amazing. I can't wait for this particular one. And of course, the video was directed by T.J. Omori. Reach Till I Die, that's the title. We'll be playing it for you today on the course of the show, or even before the day runs out, we'll play for you. Okay, Kiss Daniel opened the new year with a single that packs the melodic template of Buga and Koff. So if you love Buga, if you like Koff, definitely you would want this one. That is Reach Till I Die. Well, the music video, actually, I've seen it here. It is playing the luxurious lifestyle the song communicates, while also showcasing a superstar appeal. I think 2022 was a very good year for Kiss Daniel, as he gave us hit back to back. I mean, this was like one of the best years Kiss Daniel has ever had in the music industry. Yeah, we used to Kiss Daniel giving us hits, but it wasn't as big as Buga. And then the song that followed Buga up, that's Odo, that's Koff right there. Well, Kiss Daniel, well, we wish you about a 2023. Now, Saudi Arabia has broken their own law because of Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, a man and a woman who are not married, or an unmarried couple can't live together. But Ronaldo is going to be living with his unmarried partner, Georgina Rodriguez and Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, superstardom is so beautiful. Chai, see superstar now. You understand? They just went down like, you know, they just broke the protocol for him. Sharp. They don't even say, who are you? Can I see your ID card and all that? They just broke it for him. Anyways, let's get to other stuff. Like the story for today, I asked you a question. You give millions of naira and you're asked to stay back in Nigeria, you know, and you're giving promise of, or you have the assurance that you're going to become a citizen when you japa, or you're given opportunity to japa. Which one would you do? Zik Saloma, actually, fans asked him the question, and then he came out to say that he doesn't see himself relocating from Nigeria. So I'm asking the same question. If you were offered the same same opportunity, why would you want to leave? If your answer is yes, I want to jump, but why would you? Why don't you think that staying here and building a business, growing a business, investing in yourself, in your family, and expanding your business will work for you? There are people who are making millions of naira in this nation as I talk to you. Yes, now some people are making money, so why would you want to leave? I mean, if you have the right business ideas, you grow your business, would you still want to leave? I mean, don't forget that you'll be paying for a lot of things. Even this up NEPA you're shouting now, you cannot shout it there because the power is steady and you'll be paying for it. You'll be paying for everything, but then they'll be taking money from your account. That's just the disadvantage. So do you still want to travel? Are you sure you want to travel? So feel free to hit me up, even as we have like less than 20 minutes to stay here. 009-555-1029, 009-666-1029, and 0907-677-1029. I love what Zixaloma said. He said, my dream is to see Nigeria work, not because I have money in Nigeria, as many of you think. Understand, I have faith in my country, Nigeria. I might not be the popular voice you hear on social media ranting about bad government, but I really want young people to stand and ensure this country works, especially now that we are venturing into the 2023 elections. If you want to travel, who is going to stay and vote? Who's going to vote? Who's going to vote in the right leaders? How can we make our nation work when you're trying to run away? So I want to know from you, your decision anyways. I want to hear from you. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, call me back. Okay, so I'll be getting back to the music. Pay by Techno. I want to know from you, even as we venture into the 2023 elections, like I said, do you have your PVC? Do you? But you want Nigeria to be great. You want bad governance to end. Do you have your PVC? That's the questions we should be asking. Not really running away. You want to run away. Someone sent me a message there. Yeah, I would love to. Even if I'm giving 1 billion naira, I'll use 1 billion naira to process my visa. Hell, Chimo. Hell. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing? Happy New Year to you.
I wish you the best.
Okay, your name and where you're calling us from.
Your name is Collins.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, your line is... the network is bad.
My goodness.
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
I'll leave.
You will leave? That's you, Japa. He says he's going to Japa. Anyways, Pay by Techno. I think my line is acting up. When I come back, I'll take more calls, okay? Don't go anywhere. Before you Japa, pay my money. Please pay me my money.
If anybody know my money, go pay. You know I get to baby, and I like to celebrate. That's what I'm about to do for my estate. And I'm a nigga this way. I did buy like Dangote. Oh no, so much of my love. Anybody must come down. Feel like I must be. No lie, it's on fire. I energy so high. I'm not like myself. Get that fucking sun. They like to come. No like the function. When I see I got sense in my mind. They like to come. If anybody know my money, okay. You know I get to baby, and I like to celebrate. That's what I'm about to do for my estate. And I'm a nigga this way. I did buy like Dangote. So much of my own. Anybody must comply. So I think no lie. Check my ways to the fire.
Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Good afternoon. Around the money for them.
Yeah, this is Magic FM. This is Magic 102.9 FM. Your name, please. Yeah. Your network is bad. I can't hear you. Oh, Chimo. Okay, call me back, okay? Yeah, paid by Techno. I've got less than 7 minutes to round off the show because by 3 o'clock we shall be having the news desk. Look at your neighbor, guys. Look at your neighbor. Say, go for who you can carry. What did he say? Go for who you can carry. Well, drama. The worst drama as say groom collapsed following attempt to lift bride during the wedding. How can you see your bride the way your bride is? You know this woman is super duper woman, and you're still trying to lift her up. I mean, how is it going to work when you know you don't have the stamina? You want to go and lift a woman that is like like three times your size. Does it work? Now the man now has collapsed. Now everyone was like, hey, running helter skelter. As the man tried to lift the woman, he was trying to do those things that he sees on TV. Grooms trying to lift their wife. Say, you may not carry your bride. All those Nollywood. Like, oh, you not carry her, sweep her off her feet. Guy man collapsed while trying to lift his wife up. So look at your brother and say, brother, don't go and kill yourself. Go for who you can carry. And in case you can't carry her, please. It's not a crime. If you don't carry her, it doesn't mean you don't love her. It does not mean you don't love her. It simply means, sister, this is beyond my capability. But you understand. So what is going to? Everyone was. I mean, when he sees this video, what would his reaction be? Like, he'll be so embarrassed because trying to lift your wife up and you can't lift your wife. And, some people say, he did not eat. Come on, not everybody has that kind of strength. Now, I've seen slim guys who have the stamina, but if you know you can't, please, don't do it, okay? You can simply, like, hug her, like, peck her, but don't even try to lift her up if you're not ready for the task. Anyways, the phone lines are still on 009-555-1029, 009-666-1029, and 09-677-1029. Okay, now the All African Music Award AFRIMA is here again, and this time they'll be looking at the war-torn country, how to help the war-torn African country of Somalia. And they're looking for ways to generate money to help these guys. They've been in war, they've been at war, the Horn of Africa, as they're called, and the country has been in combat with civil wars and security challenges for the past 3 decades, throwing its most vulnerable populations, especially women and young girls, into a nightmare of untold hardship. Our hearts are with you, Somalia, and we pray that this particular event will help to, generate money to, hashtag Hope for Somalia campaign and raise money for you to help those who are involved. All right, giving millions of naira and giving opportunity to Japa. Which one would you do? The choice is yours. But don't forget that while you are Japaing, east, west, north, south, no place like home. You will still come back to meet the same problem, unless you're going to stay there and you're going to die there. But if you're going to be coming back, you're going to be coming back to what you left. I just want to remind you, Sha. Okay. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Your question.
Yes.
About if we are opportune to leave Nigeria to another country. Well, I would choose to stay in Nigeria because Nigeria has many resources.
Okay.
And 2, it's a very, very productive country.
Yeah, baby.
Though the economy is destabilizing, Nigeria is still a good country. It just needs to be developed.
Oh, that's a spirit. That's a spirit. That's a spirit. Your name, please. Your name?
Opara Rita.
Rita, thank you so much for calling. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, okay? Now, that's the spirit. That's what I'm talking about, okay? That is what I'm talking about. You've got to build your country. Where are you running to? Those you're running to their country, they stayed and they built their country. Why can't you stay and build your country, baby girl, baby boy? What are you running? What are you running? Come on, this nation is ours. We've got to build it. We've got to invest in it. Yeah, there may be some ups and downs, obstacles and all that. Hey, but that is our country, right? Yes, it's our country. Okay, more people are starting to call. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing? Your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm Cyprian, calling from World Bank.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yes, the issue of being given money and asked to jump out to stay. For me, there's no place like Nigeria.
Oh!
Most of you who are answering these things, they say, really, this I must leave. They don't know what the life is over there. I've experienced it over there. There's no place like Nigeria. There's no place like your home.
Wow.
That's the truth of the matter. Some of these people who have traveled there, a lot of them are staying back there because they are ashamed to come back.
Are you serious?
What they thought was happening there,
it's not what they.
They not make the money. They cannot come back empty-handed. They just stay back. They stay back there. That's the truth of the matter. So there is no question of being given money or not being given money. There is no place like home.
No place like home.
When you go to some of these countries, you may not become aware of their complexion. That a black person will travel to a white man's country. You become so conscious of the man on the street. Whenever you see a white man, you know there's a difference. But in your country, you don't have that kind of hangover. So let people, if it's possible, I would say let everybody travel out. 6 months, 1 year, you will see a lot of them will be begging to come back. And when they come back, they will never dream of traveling out again.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
Coming from someone who has experienced life over there. Okay, my name is Ruth O'Hans. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Up next is the news desk, and I can't take more calls. To have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Stay out of trouble, and of course, know that I love you. Okay, Holy Father by Mayor Kuhn and Victoni.
Of Lagos.
3 o'clock.
Now, news, sports, traffic, weather. You can depend on us. Means variety and breaking news when it happens.
102.9 FM.
Your place for news.
Mr. President, still speaking.
Your place for talk.
Where's their brain at?
Your place for the issues that matter to you.
6:45 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., 5:30 p.m., and 9:45 p.m.
It's news. It's talk. It's all about you.
It's Magic 102.9 ABBA.
Magic 102.9 News. All news now. Who knows what's next, but we'll be there.
good afternoon. Welcome to the news desk on Magic 102.9 FM. The headlines. NYSC members' role most critical, says INEC chairman amid security concerns. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma says his administration spent 95% of its capital expenditure in security last year from the foreign scene tropical storm warning issued for Mozambique. These and more plus entertainment and sports update. Always remember to send your eyewitness reports to newsroom at magicfm.ng. I am Ruth Ohams. Thanks for joining us. Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, today met with the Acting Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, Mrs. Christy Uba, towards a successful conduct of the general elections. The meeting is to officially smoothen out all arrangements for the participation of corps members as ad hoc staff in the forthcoming general elections as NYSC members from the multitude of ad hoc staff for the electoral umpire. In his opening remarks, the INEC chairman thanked the NYSC for their support over the years, saying it is impossible to conduct elections in Nigeria without the support of the corps members. According to him, the introduction of more technology in the country's electoral system increasingly requires that INEC partners the NYSC, and it is a reservoir of educated and ICT-savvy individuals. Yakubu noted that the role of the corps members is the most critical in the chain, as they work mainly at the polling units, carrying out jobs such as accreditation, collation, and transmission of results from the polling units. The acting NYSC DG on her part applauded the INEC chairman for a timely visit, assuring him that team members will go all out to cross all T's and dot all I's. Meanwhile, the Department of State Services, DSS, has said that it is not in court against the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu. In a brief communique by its spokesman, Peter Afunaya, the DSS said the recent publication with the headline, "Court Stops DSS from Arresting INEC Chairman," had its facts skewed. According to the DSS image maker, the service has pointed out its disapproval to the editorial authorities of the newspaper that published the story, and a promised agreement was reached to address the concerns raised. However, those concerns are yet to be resolved. Dr. Afunaya stressed that the communique has become important to guide public understanding and perception, especially that the said report is misleading. The DSS therefore warned such individuals and groups to desist from their devious plans. It also advised all critical stakeholders to be vigilant and resist attempts to use them to thwart the law. As part of efforts to ensure victory for the All Progressive Congress (APC) in the general elections, President Muhammadu Buhari has shown further personal commitment to the cause of the party and its presidential flag bearer, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by indicating his readiness to be physically present at some of the presidential campaign rallies. In a statement signed by the Director of Public Affairs and Chief Spokesperson Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign Council, Mr. Festus Keyamo, the president is billed to join the campaign train in at least 10 states. The states are Adamawa State on the 9th of January, Yobe State on the 10th of January, Sokoto State on the 16th of January, Kwara State on the 17th of January, Ogun State on the 25th of January, Cross River State on the 30th of January, Nasarawa State on the 4th of February, Katsina State on the 6th of February, Imo State on the 14th of February, and the grand finale in Lagos on the 18th of February. President Muhammadu Buhari, out of his very busy schedule, had earlier attended the flag-off of the presidential campaign in Jos on the 15th of November 2022. This was also after graciously accepting to be the chairman of the Presidential Campaign Council of the ruling party. Representing Imo West Senatorial District, Rochas Okorocha has denied joining the People's Democratic Party from the ruling All Progressive Congress. Senator Okorocha made the clarification in a statement signed by his special advisor media, Sam Onwamodo, on Thursday. Okorocha noted that those behind the rumored defection merely went to town with a false story, relying on the photograph of him and some PDP chieftains taken at a public ceremony in Imo State recently. A mid-afternoon fire got to the section of Abia State High Court in Olori in Ikuano Local Council and destroyed property and items worth millions of naira. An eyewitness said the fire started at about 2 p.m. on Wednesday, 4th of January 2023 during office hours. The witness said firefighters who initially came at the scene could not do much as they complained of lack of diesel to power their truck. Confirming the incident yesterday, Abia State Chief Fire Officer, CFO, Mr. Nnanarua, said some court property and items worth millions of naira were lost, but no human life was lost to the incident. He stressed that the situation was brought under control at about 4 p.m. but reignited about 11 p.m. until it was finally brought under control. According to the CFO, the cause of the fire was traced to bush burning during the dry season, which escalated the naked fire towards the court building. It confirmed the fire truck arrived at the scene late due to technical hitch and non-availability of diesel, adding that after the hitch and the filling of the truck with diesel, fire operatives moved to the scene, which is about 25 kilometers from Umuahia, the state capital, and succeeded in completely controlling the fire. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has disclosed that his administration spent 95% of capital expenditure to fight insecurity last year. Uzodinma, who disclosed this on Wednesday in a 3.5 hours radiophone-in interactive program streamed from the Government House, Owerri, regretted that the scenario delayed development of the state. He lamented that insecurity had been ravaging the state since he assumed office in 2020, accusing his political opponents and people from outside the state for instigating and perpetrating killings, mostly members of his political party, the All Progressive Congress (APC). He prayed that the state will not experience it in 2023 what it went through in 2021 and 2022. Also, the governor disclosed that 12 billion naira in the vaults of Imo State Universal Basic Education Commission is to be spent in construction and rehabilitation of schools in the 305 wards of the 27 council of the state. Answering questions during the program, which were thrown at the governor by callers and interest groups, Uzodinma said that his administration is committed, among others, to reinvigorating the health and agriculture sectors to ensure functional primary health care and food security for the people. He urged Imo people to be patient with his administration, adding that he will conduct council elections before next governorship election in November. Also, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma says the second Niger bridge executed by the federal government, that's President Muhammadu Buhari administration, is enough for the Igbo people of the southeast geopolitical zone to vote the 2023 presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC) Bola Tinubu for the continuation of the party's legacies. Uzodinma, who is the coordinator for Tinubu's campaign in the southeast, also said most of the federal roads in the zone have received sufficient attention and budgetary commission, and commuters no longer suffer as they used to before. Uzodinma also said he is running a unified campaign for all APC candidates in the southeast, expressing confidence that all the party's candidates from the governorship, House of Assembly, House of Representatives to Senate seats will be elected. The federal government on 15th of December 2022 temporarily opened the bridge to traffic to ease the experience of travelers during the Yuletide break, pending the final completion of the project. The 1.6 kilometers long bridge links Anambra and Delta states. The second Niger bridge was first proposed during the 1978-1979 political campaign by then candidate Shehu Shagari of the National Party of Nigeria, NPN. The Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, says that Nigeria needs leaders who truly believe in the country. Soludo, who said election is not a do-or-die affair, described the Ndibo as itinerant people who could not afford to be intolerant tribe. The governor stated these when the presidential candidate of the new National People's Party, Alhaji Rabiu Kwankwaso, paid him a costly visit at the governor's lodge in Anambra State. This was according to a statement made available to journalists in Awka late on Thursday. The Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Izadri, Principal Secretary to the Governor, JPC and NATO, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Collins Wabuwanne, his Information and Special Duties counterparts, Sir Paul Nwosu and Sly Izo Kenwa, among others, were also present during the visit. Chairman Governing Board of the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC Loretta Onoche has expressed displeasure with the zero impact of the commission on the region despite huge resources injected into it. She described the situation as very shameful, disappointing to the region and to the nation at large. Onoche, who said this yesterday while addressing the management and staff of the commission at a resumption at its headquarters office in Port Harcourt, disclosed the monies meant for NDDC, by extension the development of Niger Delta, was squandered in Abuja, Lagos, United Kingdom, Dubai, among other places by people whose responsibility was to develop the region, thereby impoverishing people of the region. Earlier, the new Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, MD and CEO of the Commission, Samuel Owuku, said witnessing the official handover from the outgoing Managing Director to his successor was indeed a historic day. And we shall be going on a break. When we come back, News Desk continues. Please stay with us.
You're still listening to News Desk on Magic 102.9 FM, Aba. Send your views, comments, eyewitness reports, and other developing stories to newsroom at magicfm.ng. That is
newsroom at magicfm.ng.
Listen live to www.magicfm.ng and catch up with our news updates at
www.magicfm.ng/news.
Welcome back, and you're still on to the News Desk on Magic 102.9 FM. Thanks for staying with us. Mozambique has issued warnings of a possible tropical storm in the southern coastal province of Gaza, where heavy rains and possible flooding are expected to start from today. The National Institute of Meteorology has urged residents to take precautionary measures to fortify their houses and not to venture outside. The Southern African region has witnessed increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, which the United Nations has linked to the climate crisis facing Africa. Mozambique Meteorological Institute said strong winds accompanied by rains of up to 50 millimeters per hour are expected. The storm could affect the northern areas as well as those on the coast of the province, said Leonardo Duma from the institute. In our entertainment, famous Nigerian actress and red carpet host Uche Bodo has finally tied a knot with her younger lover and her second baby daddy Bobby Maris in a traditional ceremony. The low-key traditional ceremony took place in the actress' hometown on Thursday, the 5th of January. However, photos and videos from the wedding has made its way to the internet. Also sharing videos and images from the ceremony in a post on her Instagram page, Uche announced that she is officially Mrs. Bobby Florentius Ugwebu. This would be the actress's second marriage. Uche had in 2013 married a footballer, Apo Arthur. The union, which produced a baby girl, later went sour in less than a year. Uche, however, found love again in the hands of a fast-rising singer, Florentius Ugwebu, known by his stage name Bobby Maris, and they had a baby girl together before finally tying the knot. In our sports, the Federal Ministry of Sports and Youth Development has awarded the hosting rights for the 7th edition of the National Youth Games to Delta State. The choice of Delta as hosts was reached at a meeting of stakeholders for the Games, which held on the sidelines of the recently concluded 21st National Sports Festival, which was also hosted by Delta State, as contained in a press release signed by Mohamed Manga, Director, Press and Public Relations of the Sports Ministry. The state has equally expressed its readiness to host the Games from 8th of February to 18th of February 2023, as unanimously agreed by the stakeholders at a virtual meeting that took place on Wednesday, 4th of January 2023. The Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Sports and Youth Development, Ismaila Abubakar, said that the National Youth Games has since inception been a veritable ground for harvesting the huge talents that abound within the country. Ismaila assured that the ministry is poised poised to ensure that the gains and the objectives of the Youth Games are sustained. Hence, the Ministry's determination to seek an alternative host venue for the National Youth Games. The newly appointed host state, Delta, he added, has indicated its interest to host the Games at the Denis Osadebe University, Asaba. And that was the news, but before we go, the headlines again. NYSC members' roles are the most critical. This was revealed by INEC chairman amid security concerns. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has said his administration spent 95% of its capital expenditure on insecurity last year. From the foreign scene, tropical storm warning has been issued for Mozambique. We brought you these and more, plus entertainment and sports news. I am Ruth Hams. To have a wonderful afternoon, and thanks for sharing your time with us.
It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the Airtel Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer.
It's time to take advantage in the Airtel Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Bring the best sound to your ears. Bring the best news to your doors. When it comes to sports, we'll bring it near. 'Cause we are yours.
mụ na-ebe akwa ịbụ na ọ ga-amaga mma onye bụ na ọgọnya mebe ị na-anụ ka ego mara n'igbo unavuga egwu ka o si ara unavuga egwu ka o si ara ya owe owe unavuga egwu ka o si ara ya owe owe n'elu n'egwu ka o si ara ya ego owe owe unanuga egwu ka o si ara ya owe owe akịkọ nya ka m jabi ịnanụ ka m na-ekwu ọ bụ na mmadụ meli ka ife dị mma nwanne valụgba anya maka na ime velo ya ịdọ nke ya onye mmanye ya wee bịa welu nwayọ pịka ọnya mma nwanne nge na-akwa eme ịnanụ kponumu eziokwu nye ka m na-ekwu anyị niile na-ewe mmekọ ụmụnwaka mgbe anyị na-emekọ ụmụnwaka nna ihe nwere ego ma ncha anyị wegova akwụkwọ wegosịa yunivasiti weluwo ka anyị chọba ọlụ ịmakwa olise enwela ọlụ ma ncha ọkpọ ama akụ nwafọ na aga m ejegwa obodo oyibo nluwe obodo oyibo gbava mbọ na chimu ya enyelụ m aka mkpata ego wee nata mgbe afọ mviche na mmanya mmiri mkpata ego wee nata mgbe afọ mviche na mmanya mmiri nsị mkpata ego wee nata na ụmụnne m ga-adị ka mmadụ n'ọbụ n'ime elu anya na nna m enwela ego ma nje maka n'ime elu anya na nne m enwela ego oyibo o wee gwuve nyawo okwu wee kwụsị nyawo okwu anya mmiri weju mmiri mgbọnye ezigbo ọhịa m ị ga-eje n'obodo oyibo ị na-anụ ka m na-ekwu onye ji na mụ ya nye gị itinye nke gị n'ego ga-agbagide anyị wetụ ọlụ otu oge esi jebe obodo oyibo ngwa kpakọta ego nga nwa na ọnwụ ya wee kpata ego ewe mebe akwụkwọ obele oge jebe obodo oyibo ịmakwa otu Chukwu si alụ ọrụ otu obi n'igwe si agọzi ndị ya ọnụ ọnyafe ọya ezi nata ma ị gaghị bulu ego wee nata ị na-anụ ka m na-ekwu ihe ịgbamowe ọgba mma bụ nwafọ n'ebe chọrọ onye ka m ya emelụ gị ọgwọgọ gị ka m ji jebe ọgwọgọ gị ka m ji kpata ego ọgọ m merụ ezigbo ọhịa m ọgwanya ka m na-erizi ọgwanya ka m na-eri egwu anya ọgwanya ka anyị